They say bloom where you're planted. I never understood until I landed in this neighborhood. April rain on my window, washing yesterday away. I'm learning how to let go of who I used to say I was. My roots were always shallow, floating place to place. But now I'm learning how to sink into this grace. There's a difference between running and moving toward the light. I think I'm finally becoming someone I don't have to fight. Bloom where you're planted, baby. Even if the soil feels strange. Spring is never maybe. It's the promise after change. I used to chase the sunset, trying to outrun the dark. But Paris taught me sunsets just to make room for the stars. I'm planting seeds in window boxes, learning names of flowers here, unlocking all the locks I built from years of fear. There's a power in surrendering to seasons you can't control. I think my heart's remembering how to feel whole. Bloom where you're planted, baby. Even if the soil feels strange. Spring is never maybe. It's the promise after change. Maybe home isn't where you start. Maybe it's where you let your guard down long enough to grow. Bloom where you're planted, baby. Roots are reaching deep tonight. Spring is always ready to turn your darkness into light. Bloom where you're planted, I'm growing here. Spring light on cobblestone, cafe doors swing open slow. Paris waking up alone. I bought a croissant at the corner stand, butter melting on my hand. Your laugh still echoes down this street where we used to meet. The Seine reflects the morning gold, stories we never told. I'm walking past we used to trace, searching for your face. Maybe it's the season turning, maybe it's my heart still learning how to let the sunlight in without remembering your skin. Spring in Montmartre feels like falling. Cherry blossoms gently calling. your name, but I'm not running from the pain. I sit where we sat last May. Tourists ask me for the way. I point but don't explain. This city holds our aim. The accordion plays our song. I've been here too long, but leaving means I lose the thread of everything we said. Maybe it's the season burning, maybe it's the world still turning faster than my feet can go, slower than I wanna know. Spring in Montmartre feels like falling. Cherry blossoms gently calling. Every corner holds your name, but I'm not running from the pain. Some love doesn't call your name. I'm still walking down your lane tonight. Spring in Montmartre keeps on calling. I keep catching myself falling. Not for you, but for the way Paris taught me how to stay. Spring softly now the city settles. Cherry blossoms on the ground. Evening pulls its gentle petals over every sound. I'm walking home to pink twilight. Every tree's a constellation. Fell in love with spring tonight without an explanation. The baker's closing up his shop. The smell of bread still lingers. I don't want this day to stop. Spring between my fingers. There's a quietness descending like a blanket, soft and warm. Every story has an ending, but tonight I'm in the storm of something beautiful. Softly now I'm letting go of needing things to make sense. Paris in the afterglow. Spring is my evidence. A couple shares a cigarette beneath the blooming tree. I'm not lonely, and yet I'm learning how to be completely on my own. The street lights hum their lullaby. The Seine reflects the moon. I'm not asking why, just grateful for this tune. There's a sweetness in not knowing where tomorrow's path will lead. Just the feeling of things growing slowly like a seed. Softly now I'm letting go of needing things to make sense. Paris in the afterglow. Spring is my evidence. Maybe peace is just like this. Moments you don't wanna miss. Holding softly, letting be. Softly now I'm home somehow in a city not my own. Spring has taught me how to bloom when I'm alone. Softly now, cherry blossoms, I'm home. croissants, sunlight on the rooftops. Montmartre wakes up slow. Climb the stairs to Sacré-Cœur, your breath visible in April air. Artists painting lovers on the square. You said that could be us someday. I didn't say we already are, just smiled and took your hand again. The city stretched below us, pastel pink and gold. Everything feels lighter here. Gravity can't touch us now. We're floating above the Seine. Montmartre mornings, you and I walking through a watercolor sky. Every street a canvas, every word a brushstroke. We're painting something only we can see. Montmartre mornings, soft and slow. This is all I need to know. Paris gave us time to grow, and I'm not letting go. Found a cafe with chip blue chairs. You ordered chocolate show, I got cafe creme. The waiter smiled like he knew something. Maybe love looks obvious in spring. Your foot touched mine beneath the table. Neither of us moved away. Let the moment linger longer. Let the city do its work. Everything feels possible here. Time moves like honey now. We're suspended in the light. Montmartre mornings, you and I walking through a watercolor sky. Every street a canvas, every word a brushstroke. We're painting something only we can see. Montmartre mornings, soft and slow. This is all I need to know. Paris gave us time to grow, and I'm not letting go. Maybe this is all we get. One perfect morning in Montmartre. I'll take it, I'll remember every second. Montmartre mornings, you and I walking through a watercolor sky. Every street a canvas, every touch a masterpiece. We're creating something time can't erase. Montmartre mornings, soft and gold. This is all I'll ever need. Paris gave us everything, and I'll carry you with me. Pastel skies, you and I, still climbing, still dreaming. Morning light spills over flower stalls, the air thick with lilac and rose. Marché aux fleurs opens its arms, and I open mine to you. We weave between buckets of tulips in every shade of dawn. Vendors calling out prices and soft French accents that feel like poetry. You pick a stem of Freesia and tuck it behind my ear. The scent wraps around us like a secret we both already know. Pots of lavender sway in the breeze from the river. Bees hum lazy circles above our heads. I watch your fingers trace the velvet petals of a peony, wondering if your touch would feel just as gentle on my skin. Cherry branches lean over the narrow path, the blossoms falling like slow motion snow to your jacket. We buy too many bouquets
days, because neither of us wants to leave. The paper wrapping crinkles between our hands. Every color feels brighter when I see it reflected in your eyes. The whole market seems to slow down just for this moment. My pulse matches the rhythm of distant church bells. No words needed when everything is blooming around us. Something tender is unfolding faster than the flowers. This is Marais oak flowers in full spring glory. Petals and vows floating in the air. Every stall a chapter of our story. Every breath carrying the promise of more. Marais oak flowers holding us close. You and me lost in color and light. Paris whispering through the blossoms. I'm not afraid to let this feeling take flight. We stop at the herb stand where mint and rosemary perfume the air. You crush a leaf between your fingers and hold it to my nose. The vendor smiles like she's seen 1,000 love stories start right here. We laugh and fill a small basket with wildflowers for your apartment. Sun warms the cobblestones under our shoes. Pigeons scatter as we walk, but come right back for crumbs. I tell you about my favorite childhood garden. You share how you once planted sunflowers that grew taller than you. Our shoulders brush with every step. The market noise fades into a gentle background hum. I imagine us coming back here every spring for years, buying the same flowers. Remembering this exact day, the Eiffel Tower peaks between rooftops in the distance, like it's quietly approving of everything unfolding. My heart feels lighter than the morning mist. I don't question it, I just let it bloom. Something deeper is taking root inside me. This is Marais oak flowers in full spring glory. Petals and vows floating in the air. Every stall a chapter of our story. Every breath carrying the promise of more. Marais oak flowers holding us close. You and me lost in color and light. Paris whispering through the blossoms. I'm not afraid to let this feeling take flight. We don't need promises carved in stone. Some love grows wild like these flowers. I'm still carrying your bouquet in my arms tonight. This is Marais oak flowers showing us the way. Petals and vows becoming something real. Every color a memory we'll keep forever. Every touch a seed we planted here. Marais oak flowers in endless spring light. You and me writing our own melody. Paris gave us this perfect morning, and I'll carry these blossoms in my heart always. Flower market breeze, petals on the wind. You and me still blooming, still here. Spring us. Lantern swaying over the water. Canal St. Martin at twilight. Your arm around me, keeping me warm. We sit on the stone edge watching boats drift by slowly. Their lights reflecting like stars on the dark water. You hand me a warm crepe folded perfectly. Nutella still gooey and sweet on my fingers. People bike past with picnic baskets and laughter. The trees along the canal are heavy with new leaves. I lean into you and feel your heartbeat steady. The city noise fades into a soft background hum. We talk about how fast this week has gone, how one spring day can change everything. The water laps gently against the stones, match catching the rhythm of our quiet conversation. I don't want this night to slip away, even though the stars are coming out. Let's stay right here a little longer. Canal St. Martin, you and I, lantern glow painting the sky. Every ripple a memory we're making, every breath a reason to stay. Canal St. Martin, soft and slow, your warmth is all I need to know. Paris gave us this quiet evening, and I'm not ready to let it go. We walk along the water's edge hand in hand, passing couples and friends, sharing wine on the grass. A musician plays gentle guitar under a bridge. The notes float across the canal like a gift. You stop and pull me close under the iron bridge. The world feels small and safe in ours alone. I tell you, I could stay here forever. You whisper that maybe we don't have to leave. The lanterns sway in the evening breeze, casting long golden shadows across your face. I memorize every detail of this moment, because some nights feel like they were made just for us. I don't want the boats to keep moving, I want time to freeze right here. Let us stay suspended in this glow. Canal St. Martin, you and I, lantern glow painting the sky. Every ripple a memory we're making, every breath the reason to stay. Canal St. Martin, soft and slow, your warmth is all I need to know. Paris gave us this quiet evening, and I'm not ready to let it go. Just a new beginning. Maybe Paris keeps these nights safe forever. I'm still holding your hand right now. Canal St. Martin, I'm finally ready to trust whatever tomorrow brings. Paris in the spring changed my whole world. I'll carry this lantern light with me. Canal St. Martin, gentle and true, the water brought me straight to you. Spring gave us something infinite, and I'll never forget the way this felt. Canal eyes, water whispers. Fountains dancing in the sunlight, Tuileries gardens in full bloom. You and me finding our rhythm. We sit on green metal chairs, facing the water jet spray, catching rainbow colors in the afternoon light. You feed me a piece of chocolate from the little box we bought. It melts slowly on my tongue, just like this feeling inside me. Pigeons strut across the gravel paths like they own the place. Children sail toy boats on the round pond. We watch them and imagine our own future stories. Your laugh echoes softly off the statues. The chestnut trees form a perfect canopy above us, their leaves rustling like gentle applause. For our moment I rest my head on your shoulder, and the world feels perfectly framed. Something about this garden feels timeless. We could stay inside this golden hour forever. Love feels simple and infinite here. Tuileries, fountain dreams, you and I, water sparkling like our quiet joy. Every splash a note in our private song, every glance a promise we don't need to say. Tuileries afternoons, playful and warm. This is where my heart truly belongs. us this perfect canvas, and I wanna paint every day with you. We walk the wide paths lined with perfectly trimmed hedges, statues of gods and goddesses watching us with marble eyes. You point out the hidden corners where lovers have carved initials for centuries. We don't carve ours, but we leave something better. This memory, the sun dips lower and the fountains glow golden. We buy 2 scoops of sorbet and share them on a bench. Lemon and raspberry mixing like our different personalities. Your hand finds mine without looking. The garden seems to hold its breath as evening approaches, but we're not ready to leave this little world we found. Time feels like it stopped just for us. We could live inside this afternoon forever. Everything we need is right here. Tyler's fountain dreams, you and I. Water sparkling like our quiet joy. Every splash a note in our private song. Every glance a promise we don't need to say. Tyler's afternoons playful and warm. This is where my heart truly belongs. Paris gave us this perfect canvas, and I wanna paint every day with you. Maybe love is exactly like these fountains, beautiful, endless, and always moving forward. I'm still sitting here beside you. Tyler's fountain dreams, you and I. Water dancing through our perfect day. Every moment a memory we'll keep forever. Every smile a promise softly made. Tyler's gardens gentle and true. This is what falling feels like with you. Paris gave us this endless spring light, and I'm falling more with every single night. Tyler's breeze, fountain spray. Fountain spray. River wrapping around the island. Île Saint-Louis glowing soft. Our shadows stretching long. We walk the narrow quay where the sand kisses the stone edges. Ice cream from the famous shop melts faster than we can eat it. You wipe a drip from my chin and your thumb lingers a second longer. The bridges on both sides frame us like a perfect photograph. Barges glide by with their lights just starting to flicker. We sit on a bench and let the water talk to us. Your arm around my shoulders feels like home. A trace patterns on your knee while we watch the sunset paint the sky. The island feels like it was made just for moments like this. Cars are far away and the city hums gently around us. Your breath against my hair makes everything slow down. This closeness is everything I've been missing. Something electric is flowing between us. Île Saint-Louis, riverside serenade. You and I wrapped in evening blue. Every wave a quiet love song. Every touch a secret the river keeps. Île Saint-Louis nights warm and deep. Your heartbeat is all I need. Paris gave us this hidden island. I'm falling deeper with every breath. We continue along the edge past the old apartment buildings. Windows glowing yellow like tiny lanterns. A couple on a balcony waves at us and we wave back smiling. You pull me close under a tree and the world disappears again. The water reflects, the first stars appearing above. I tell you how this feels like a dream. I don't wanna wake from you. Whisper that maybe it doesn't have to end. We share one long slow kiss as the lights on the bridges turn on. The island holds us safe in its quiet embrace. Every step feels like we're walking into tomorrow together. Your fingers lace with mine so perfectly. I breathe you in and let the night wrap around us. This is the kind of night that changes everything. Île Saint-Louis Riverside serenade, you and I wrapped in evening blue. Every wave a quiet love song, every touch a secret the river keeps. Île Saint-Louis nights warm and deep. Your heartbeat is all I need. Paris gave us this hidden island. I'm falling deeper with every breath. We don't need words when the river sings for us. Tonight is enough to last forever. I'm still tasting the night on your lips. Île Saint-Louis, Riverside serenade, you and I creating something timeless. Every moment a memory the same. We'll remember every kiss a promise. Softly made. Île Saint-Louis dreams soft and true. This is the Paris I always wanted with you. The island knew before we arrived that this was always meant to be. Golden light kisses the columns. Place Vendôme opens wide. Afternoon stretches lazy and slow. We stroll past the tall stone pillars that reach for the sky like quiet guardians. Jewelry windows sparkle, but nothing shines brighter than your eyes today. Pigeons circle the square in lazy loops while the fountains spray soft mist. You buy me a tiny silver charm shaped like a key and press it into my palm. The metal is warm from your hand and I close my fingers around it tight. Tourists snap photos, but we feel invisible in our own little world. Chestnut trees drop pale petals onto the cobblestones like nature's confetti. Every step echoes softly between the elegant buildings. I tell you about the dreams I had last night, and you listen like the whole city is holding its breath. We sit on the edge of the fountain and let the water cool our skin. The clock on the column ticks, but time feels optional here. Your shoulder brushes mine and the whole square seems to lean in closer. My heartbeat syncs with the distant traffic hum. No need to rush when spring feels this endless. Something golden is wrapping around us. Place Vendôme in golden hour light. Promises floating like petals in the air. Every column a witness to a quiet story. Every glance a vow we don't need to speak. Place Vendôme holding us gently. You and me wrapped in warm spring glow. Paris painting the sky just for us. I'm not scared to let this feeling grow. We walk the perimeter, counting the arches one by one like a secret game. A street violinist plays a slow melody that curls around the square. You pull me into a gentle spin and we laugh when the music matches our steps. The luxury shops close their doors, but our moment stays wide open. I point out the clouds turning pink above the rooftops. You say they look like the color of my cheeks. When I'm happy we share a warm pain on chocolate from the corner bakery. Flakes fall onto your jacket and I brush them away slowly. The fountain keeps singing its soft water song. Dust us, starts painting the columns in rose and amber. I imagine us returning here every spring for the rest of our lives. The key in my pocket feels like it unlocks more than just doors. Everything feels lighter than the evening breeze. I don't question the magic, I just breathe it in. Something deeper is shining through. Place Vendôme in golden hour light. Promises floating like petals in the air. Every column a witness to our quiet story. Every glance a vow we don't need to speak. Place Vendôme holding us gently. You and me wrapped in warm spring glow. Paris painting the sky just for us. I'm not scared to let this feeling grow. We don't need forever written in stone. Some moments shine brighter than diamonds. I'm still holding your hand in this golden light. Place Vendôme showing us the way tonight. Promises turning into something real and bright. Every shadow a memory we'll treasure forever. Every touch a spark that never fades. Vendôme in endless golden spring. You and me writing our own fairy tale. Paris gave us this perfect hour, and I'll carry the light with me always. Vendôme columns, golden glow. You and me still shining, still here. Spring us. Evening lights flicker on old stone. The Marais breathing slow and deep. Our shadows dancing on the walls. We wander narrow streets where history whispers through every brick. Lanterns glowing warm above hidden doorways. Your coat brushes mine as we turn another corner. The air smells of fresh bread and distant rain. We pause at a tiny wine bar with only 5 tables. Candles flicker between us while we share one glass. Your knee touches mine under the wooden table. Neither of us moves it away. Outside the window couples pass, holding hands, but none of them look as lost in each other as we do. I trace the rim of the glass and imagine tracing your collarbone instead. The city feels like it's holding its breath just for us. Your eyes catch the candlelight and I forget how to speak. This closeness feels like coming home. Something electric is humming between us. Le Marais at dusk, you and I. Cobblestone candlelight lighting the way. Every alley a secret, every glance a spark. We're writing love notes the city can't erase. Le Marais nights warm and slow. Your hand in mine is all I know. Paris wrapping us in velvet dark. I'm falling deeper every step we take. We continue past galleries of paintings glowing in windows. Street art blooming on walls like modern wildflowers. You stop me under an archway covered in ivy. Pull me close and the world disappears for a second. A saxophone plays somewhere down the block. Its notes curling around us like smoke. We dance slowly even though there's no music for anyone else. My head rests against your chest and I hear your heartbeat racing. The night air cools but your warmth keeps me anchored. We talk about nothing and everything at once. How spring makes everything feel possible. How I never want this walk to end. Your fingers lace my mind so naturally. I breathe you in and let the moment last. This is the kind of night songs are born from. Le Marais at dusk, you and I. Cobblestone candlelight light. Every alley a secret, every glance a spark. We're writing love and knows the city can't erase. Le Marais nights warm and slow. Your hand in mine is all I know. Paris wrapping us in velvet dark. I'm falling every step we take. We don't need forever written down. Tonight is enough to last a lifetime. I'm still tasting the wine on your lips. Le Marais at dusk, you and I, cobblestone, candlelight burning bright. Every moment a treasure we discovered, every touch etching itself into memory. Le Marais at nights deep and true. This is the Paris I dreamed of with you. The city knew before we even met that this was always meant to be. A Marais glow, shadows, you and me, still walking, still falling, still glowing. Children laughing in the garden, carousel spinning slow, Jardin du Luxembourg in bloom. You said, let's ride it once. We paid €2 for a ticket, climbed on painted horses side by side. You picked the blue one with gold mane, I took the rose-colored mare. The organ music started playing, we spun beneath the chestnut trees. Your hand waved every time you passed me, like we were kids again, carefree. Something about this moment feels like coming home. We're exactly where we're meant to be. Carousel dreams in Luxembourg, spinning through the afternoon. Every turn brings me back to you. Every laugh reminds me why. This is what it means to fall soft and silly, sweet and true. Paris gave us carousel dreams, and I want every ride with you. After we got dizzy, sat on green chairs, watched sailboats drift across the pond. You bought us lemon sorbet from the car. We didn't talk, just watched the world. Lovers walked by holding flowers, students reading under trees. I thought I could stay here forever. You said me too, without me asking. Something about this garden feels like time stopped here. We could stay inside this day. Carousel dreams in Luxembourg, spinning through the afternoon. Every turn brings me back to you. Every laugh reminds me why. This is what it means to fall soft and silly, sweet and true. Paris gave us carousel dreams, and I want every ride with you. Maybe love is just like this, simple moments that feel infinite. I'm still sitting next to you. Carousel dreams in Luxembourg, spinning through our perfect day. Every turn a memory we'll keep, every smile a promise made. This is what it means to fall gentle, easy, gave us carousel dreams, and I'm falling more with every spin. Jarred blooms, carousel spins, you and me still dreaming. Midnight on the metro platform. April's almost over now. Your shoulder warm against mine. We don't want this day to end. We missed 3 trains on purpose, just to stretch the night a little longer. Your hand in my coat pocket, my head resting on your arm. The platform echoed with our laughter. 2 people drunk on spring in Paris. The city gave us everything we needed. Now we're trying to hold on tight. I don't wanna say goodnight, even though we'll see tomorrow. Let's stay here just a little longer. Last metro home, but I'm not ready to let this perfect day slip away. Paris in spring with you beside me. I wanna live inside this memory. Last metro home, soft and slow, your heartbeat's all I need to know. April gave us something beautiful, and I'm not letting go, not yet. Finally got a line for going south. We sat in the back corner, no one else around. Your thumb traced circles on my hand. I watched the tunnel lights flash by, thought about how this all started. Just a week ago we were strangers. Now I can't imagine Paris without you. Can't imagine me without this feeling. I don't want this train to stop, even though we're almost there. Let's stay suspended in the motion. Last metro home, but I'm not ready to let this perfect day slip away. Paris in spring with you beside me. I wanna live inside this memory. Last metro home, soft and slow, your heartbeat's all I need to know. April gave us something beautiful, and I'm not letting go, not yet. Every ending's just beginning. Maybe Paris keeps us safe forever. I'm still holding your hand right now. Last metro home, I'm finally ready to trust whatever comes tomorrow. Paris in the spring changed everything. I'll carry you with me wherever I go. Last metro home, gentle and true. The city brought me straight to you. April gave us something infinite, and I'll never forget the way this felt. Last train, your hand, still here, still falling, still ours. Paris, spring, us.
Blanket spread on green grass, Eiffel Tower watching over, Champ de Mars breathing easy. We unpacked the basket under scattered clouds, fresh spaghetti cheese that melts on the tongue, strawberries still warm from the sun. You poured wine into paper cups, and we toasted to nothing and everything. The tower sparkles even in daylight, like it knows our secret. Kids chase a red ball across the lawn, the laughter mixing with the distant sound of a street musician's accordion. I lie back and watch clouds drift into shapes of hearts and sailboats. Your head rests on my chest, and the world feels feels perfectly balanced. Ants march in tiny lines near the edge of the blanket. We don't bother shooing them away. Instead we talk about dreams we never told anyone else. The grass tickles my neck and your fingers trace lazy circles on my arm. Every breath smells like cut grass and possibility. Spring has never felt this alive. Everything feels lighter than the blue sky above. Gravity gives up when I'm next to you. We're floating right here on solid ground. Champagne Mars picnic, you and I under the tower, reaching for the sky. Every bite a memory, every laugh a melody. We're making forever out of this one afternoon. Champagne Mars days, soft and wide. This is all I ever wanna feel. Paris laid out like a painting just for us. I'm not letting this moment heal. We play a silly game, guessing which cloud looks like what you say one looks like my smile, and I feel my cheeks warm. The sun moves slowly across the lawn, painting long golden shadows. We share the last strawberry, and our fingers touch longer than necessary. A group of students nearby sings an old French song off key. We join in quietly, not caring if we know the words. I tell you how I used to dream of moments exactly like this. You admit you never thought they actually happened to people like us. The tower shadow stretches across us like a gentle blanket. We pack up slowly, not ready for the day to end. But every step back toward the metro feels lighter, because we know we'll come back here again and again. Everything feels possible when the light is this soft. Time stretches like honey in the sun. We're exactly where the universe meant us to be. Champagne Mars picnic, you and I under the tower, reaching for the sky. Every bite a memory, every laugh a melody. We're making forever out of this one afternoon. Champagne Mars day, soft and wide. This is all I ever wanna feel. Paris laid out like a painting just for us. I'm not letting this moment heal. Maybe love is just this simple. A blanket, good food, and someone who sees you. I'll remember this picnic when I'm old and gray. Champagne Mars picnic, you and I under the tower that never sleeps. Every moment a masterpiece we created, every touch etching itself into time. Champagne Mars dreams golden and true. This is everything I'll ever need. Paris gave us this endless blue afternoon, and I'll carry you with me through every season. Champagne Mars grass, tower in the distance. You and me still picnicking, still dreaming, still ours. Petals on the pavement, soft beneath my shoes. Spring is making statements. I'm still missing you. Children chase the pigeons round. I'm lying on the ground, watching clouds rearrange. Everything feels strange. The garden smells like new beginnings, but I'm stuck here in the innings of a game we never won. Beneath the April sun, there's a couple kissing by the fountain. I'm not counting every mountain I still have to climb alone, just to feel at home. Petals on the pavement falling. Spring keeps gently calling. I'm learning how to be someone new who's still just me. I bought a book I'll never read, planted a probably break, but it's a start I'll make. The waiter knows my order now. I'm figuring out how to smile at strangers in the sun. Maybe I'm not done. There's a painter sketching by the roses. I'm not choosing which door closes. I'm just sitting in the light, learning wrong from right. Petals on the pavement falling. Spring keeps gently calling. I'm learning how to be someone new who's still just me. Maybe growth is quiet, slow. Maybe I don't need to know where this path will take me home. Petals on the pavement dancing. I'm done with all the glancing backward at the road behind. Spring is on my mind. On the pavement. Spring keeps calling. I'm here. The river knows before we do. Lights reflecting gold and blue. Standing on pond is ours. Close enough to feel your heart. We walk till sunset turn the sky. Every bridge a question mark. You stopped me near the fourth arrondissement. Said I've been wanting to tell you something. I already knew what you'd say. Could see it in the way you looked at me. The sand kept flowing beneath us, but time stood completely still. Your hand reached for my face so slow. I closed my eyes and let you closer. This is what they write songs about. First kissed by the Seine at dusk. Paris held her breath for us. Every light a witness, every wave a hymn. This is how forever could begin. First kiss, soft and slow and true. The whole world disappeared but you. Paris gave us this one perfect moment, and I'll never be the same again. Your lips tasted like springtime wine. My hands tangled in your coat. Somebody walked past and laughed softly, but we didn't pull away. Let them see, let the city remember. Two people finding something real. The Eiffel Tower started sparkling like it knew what just happened here. Your arms wrapped tight around me. I breathed you in and held on. This is what I've been waiting for. First kiss by the Seine at dusk. Paris held her breath for us. Every light a witness, every wave a hymn. This is how forever could begin. First kiss, soft and slow and true. The whole world disappeared but you. Paris gave us this one perfect moment.
maybe this is just the start. I'm still tasting you on my lips tonight. First kiss by the Seine at dusk. Paris held her breath for us. Every light a witness, every wave a prayer. This is how the story starts, right here. First kiss, soft and slow and deep, the kind of kiss you never leave. Paris knew before we did that this was more than just a moment. Seine at dusk, you and us still kissing, still falling.
Spring arrives and whispers, cobblestones still wet with rain. Paris wakes, so do I. Walking down Rue de Rivoli, pink petals on my shoulders, cafe chairs all facing sun. You smiled when I looked over. Something shifted in the light. Maybe March, maybe just right. Every corner holds a secret. Every breath feels brand new. Heart's a little faster now. Can't explain, but I don't need to. Something's blooming more than flowers. This is how it starts, isn't it? Soft and sudden all at once. Paris in the spring, your hand in mine. Everything's possible tonight. This is how it starts, slow and bright. Every step a gentle spark. Paris holds us in her arms, and I'm not scared of falling this time. Boulangerie on Rue Claire, you bought me a tart aux fraises. We sat by Seine till twilight. You laugh louder than the boats. Cherry blossoms in your hair, I didn't brush them off. Let the moment stay suspended. Let the city keep its spell. Heart's a little lighter now. I don't question, just believe it. Something's blooming deep inside me. This is how it starts, isn't it? Soft and sudden all at once. Paris in the spring, your hand in mine. Everything's possible tonight. This is how it starts, slow and bright. Every step a gentle spark. Paris holds us in her arms, and I'm not scared of falling this time. I'm still holding your hand tonight. This is how it starts, I know it now. Soft and sudden, here we are. Paris in the spring, your heart and mine. Everything's possible tonight. This is how it starts, slow and bright. Every step a gentle flame. Paris gave us this one chance, and I won't forget the way you looked at me. Spring in Paris, you and I. Petals falling, still falling. Sunday morning on the hill, Rue Mouffetard waking slow. Market smells drifting through the air. We climb the cobblestone street, lined with stalls bursting with color. cheese wheels bigger than our heads, olives shining in oil, flowers everywhere. You pick a bunch of wild daisies and tuck one in my shirt pocket. The vendor winks like she knows exactly what's happening between us. Bread fresh from the oven cracks as we tear it apart. We sit on the steps of the old church and watch the world pass by. Children chase bubbles that float above the crowd. Your laugh mixes with the church bells ringing softly. I tell you stories from my hometown markets and you share yours. The sun warms the stones under us and everything feels right. We buy too many strawberries because they smell like summer already. Juice stains our fingers, but we don't care. Everything feels lighter on the Sunday hill. Gravity forgets us when we're together. We're floating above the market noise. Rue Mouffetard Sunday market dreams. You and I lost in springtime colors. Every stall a new page in our story. Every bite a reason to stay longer. Rue Mouffetard mornings warm and true. This is all I need with you. Paris gave us this perfect lazy day. I'm not letting go of you. We wander deeper into the market where the crowd thins out. An old man plays accordion under a blue awning. We dance a few silly steps between the vegetable crates. Your hand finds mine naturally and stays there. We taste fresh honey from the beekeeper's stand. Sweet like the way you look at me. The Eiffel Tower peaks between the rooftops in the distance, like it's checking in on our little adventure. I imagine us coming back here every Sunday for years. Buying the same bread, the same flowers, the same feeling. The market slowly packs up, but our moment keeps blooming. Everything feels possible when the light is this soft. Time moves like honey dripping slow. We're right where we belong. Rue Mouffetard Sunday market dreams. You and I lost in springtime colors. Every stall a new page in our story. Every bite a reason to stay longer. Rue Mouffetard mornings warm and true. This is all I need with you. Paris gave us this perfect lazy day. I'm not letting go of you. Maybe love is just like this market, full of simple, beautiful things. I'll remember every Sunday with you. Rue Mouffetard Sunday market dreams. You and I creating our own forever. Every moment a treasure we found here. Every touch etching itself into spring. Rue Mouffetard days, golden and bright. The velvet hour, when day meets night. Paris holds her power in fading light. Hear a saxophone from someone's window. Melody bends low, wrapping around the evening air, like fingers through my hair. The street lamps flicker one by one. Another day is done, but something's just beginning here, whispered in my ear. There's a magic in the in-between, the spaces no one's seen, where mystery and certainty dance so carelessly. In the velvet hour I'm falling
keeps calling my name in languages I don't yet speak, making me feel weak. I'm wearing last year's favorite dress, walking through this mess of feelings I can't organize. Beneath these Paris skies, a stranger smiles and tips his hat. There's poetry in that small gesture, like a secret shared, showing someone cared. There's a rhythm in the cobblestones, a bass line in my bones, pulling me towards something new, something almost true. In the velvet hour, I'm falling for a city that keeps calling my name in languages I don't yet speak, making me feel weak. Maybe Paris isn't just a place, maybe it's a state of grace. I'm learning how to hold tonight. In the velvet hour, keep calling. I'm no longer scared of falling into nights that turn to one. This city's becoming mine. Velvet hour, keep calling.